Welcome back to the League of Hustlers. I'm your co-host HT.
I'm CD Barnes.
You're rocking with the League of Hustlers, where we prepare to prosper. All right. Today we're going to be talking about how to build a passive income stream with little to no money, right? With like $100. All right. That's what we're going to be talking about. This is a very important topic. Passive income is where you want your income to come from. All right. Why? Because you don't have to put forth a lot of time. You don't have to put forth a lot of effort, right? It's passive. Not to say you don't have to put forth any effort or that you don't have to put a lot of effort up front, but the whole ideal is to be passive, is to be hands off. All right, CD. Let's discuss this, bro, because this is a very important topic, right?
Very. Yep.
And this is something that we all need, and you probably have it already, even if you don't know about it. Think about your 401ks. Think about any type of retirements. Think about any type of contributions, like if you have a job that's going somewhere. So, CD, tell us? Let's just break this down, man.
Yeah, so first off, what is passive income? All right, so passive income, there's a couple ways to look at this. All right, so I think there's passive income and then there's passive income. All right, and passive meaning like number one, it's not something that you constantly have to work in. You're not trading time for money 100% of the time. So that's passive income on one side, right? Something that you could potentially step away from, take a nap, go get food, go get a snack, not look at for a day or a week, and it still works. It still generates income. That's passive income. And then there's another passive income, which we won't get too much in detail in, but there's passive income as like deemed by the IRS, which is, lends to those tax breaks and things like that. So that's a different level of passive income. But generally speaking, the goal here is to create a stream of income, all right, where you're not totally trading time for money, all right? Something that you can do just a little bit here and there. You're going to have to tweak it. You're going to have to work at it. You're going to have to set it up. You're going to have to keep it going, but you're not going to have to. Yeah.
So you mentioned 3 types, right? You just talked about some different types. Give us examples, right? You mentioned one in being like what the IRS would consider, but give us examples about each of these. Let's talk about that.
All right. So first off, we're talking about passive income as in not trading time 100% for money. This could be something as, let's say you set up a franchise of some sort, right? To where you're earning money. This is a business, it's earning money and you're making money, but you don't necessarily have to be there all the time. You're not trading 100% of your time for this money. That is a passive income stream to some degree. Then there's passive income streams where it's deemed by the government as being passive, not meaning it's hands off, but it's almost like a tax class where you can say the tax is different. And those things are like real estate, if I'm not mistaken, is one of those. I believe Turo is actually in that class now. Things like that. So they're similar, you know what I mean? But it's just different because you get the different tax break. Whereas the franchise, right? It may be passive for you in regards to you're not trading time for money. However, your profits are going to be taxed at that like capital gains, like the gains, the earned income gains, like that. So I mean that's kind of the difference. But again, we don't want to go too far in there. Not financial advice. Look it up on your own. But there is a difference. The key point here, though, is that we're not trading time for money. Simple as that.
Right. And that kind of leads us to the next point, which is, let's see here, how to like choosing the right income stream, right? Choosing the right type of passive opportunity, right? And shameless plug right here. We have the Dream Stream strategy, right?
Yeah.
Which is like so close, so close to being released. We're so close to being done. We had to go back in and tweak some stuff. But one of the sections inside of the Dream Stream strategy talks about how to choose like the perfect opportunity for you. Like, so choosing the right opportunity. Um, right. So some of the things that you want to take in consideration when you're choosing a passive income stream, right, is how much time that you have to devote to it, right? Um, how much, how many resources do you have to devote to it? This comes in the form of like, of course, time, but also money, right? Knowledge,
There you go.
right?
There you go.
Your motivation to do it, right? What's your level of motivation? And the cool thing about this section in the Dream Stream strategy is that we have this whole chart that calculates scores, right? So basically you could put in a bunch of different passive income types of opportunities or ideas, right? Do the research on them, answer the questions truthfully, and it'll give you a score. Okay, but why? Because this is very important. You don't want to waste your time or waste money on or any other types of resources on something that you're not going to follow through with. Right? A lot of times we get in this cycle of chasing money. Right? You're chasing a dollar bill. That's what you don't want to do. Right? We want to find a passive income stream that fits our lifestyle, and everybody is different. Right? Everybody is different. Some people are more creatively inclined. Some people are more, like hands-on. Some people are more analytical. Some people are more introverted. Some people are more outgoing. So you want to choose a passive income stream that fits your lifestyle, right? And that's the beauty of our opportunity analyzer, is that it allows you to answer these questions truthfully, and then it rates it, right? Everyone's scale will be different, but that's the beauty of it. Any other thoughts on that one?
No, man, I think that's it, man. But we reached that point, a while ago where we were researching all of these different types of income streams, and you come across all of this information. And it's like, well, which one works? And then what it boils down to is they all work.
Yeah.
They all work. I can't think of who said it, but they said it'll work if you work it, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
it'll work if you work it. So really, it's about selecting the one that you are most likely to actually work. Which one are you geared for the best? That's what
Right.
really that's all about.
Right. I'm gonna try to pull up the opportunity assessor real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It's a great sheet, man. So by the way, while you're pulling that up, we definitely have free resources on the site right now that you can go ahead and start using, that can help you along this process as well. So go ahead and hit leagueofhustlers.com. All right, you'll see the pop-ups and the forms you can fill out. You can get the free downloads. All right, you can get the startup kit right now. And there we go.
yeah. So
Beautiful.
here it is. Let me move this overlay real quick. So this is the opportunity assessor, guys. Right. And here, quite simply, you can plug in, whatever your opportunity is. In this instance, we put in like e-commerce store, just for an example. Right. Let me make this a little bigger here. All right. So e-commerce store, right? Some of the questions that we ask is, what's your knowledge level of this, right? What's your motivation level, right? And you can click these drop downs and it'll basically give you a score, right? At the end of the day, how automatable is it, right? We're talking about passive income. Is it automatable? Very important. The demand level, right? This is an estimate, right? Just based off of what you see on social, what you see just all around you, who's talking about it, right? Who wants whatever you're trying to provide. The level of ongoing work, right? With a lot of these things, there is going to be ongoing work, but one thing that you want to keep in consideration again is your time. You want a lower level of ongoing work, right? To make it passive as possible. We need to do an episode on that, just that concept, period. passive as possible, right? PAP,
Yeah.
right? Um, passive on purpose or something. I don't know. But next, the risk level involved is another thing that we track, right? And then it tallies up all these things, and of course, there's tons of other things over here that you fill out. But just wanted to show you that really quickly. Let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah, yeah, that's a man. I love that chart, man. It's like it's great. You can list out all of the things you're thinking about and considering,
Oh
right?
yeah,
And then score them side by side. Simple as that, man. That way you can say, all right, I'm better suited. I was thinking about all of these things, but this one is, pick a winner. Pick
right.
something that you're going to focus on for the next 6 months. Pick something you're going to focus on for the next year, 2 years, and really like put your effort into it and develop it. So
Yeah, man. And then the next topic is with this is how much money do I need to start a profit, right? How much money do I need to start generating passive income, right? And again, just like we showed you in the opportunity assessment, this is something that's critical that you need to cover, right?
right. I think the main point here, though, right? So we're talking about starting off with as little money as possible. All right. So having that spreadsheet is key because what you're going to do is you're going to fill out the sheet and you're going to be able to score all of your potential opportunities and the startup costs surrounding those. Now, I know a lot of people, right, that we have big dreams and goals and we want to get into projects that sometimes they actually do cost money, right? But find a way where you can just dip your toe in the water before you make this huge investment. The last thing you want to do is take 10,000, 20,000, go borrow 50K from a bank, go put out 20K on a credit card, put all of this
Woo.
money into an income stream that doesn't fit you, that you're not going to, you know what I mean? That's not going to have that return on investment, time or money. So definitely don't want to do that. So, having that like little small seed, start small, guys. Think about a seed, man, like the size of a seed when you plant it in the ground, it's tiny, tiny. It only needs nurture. You just need to nurture it and care for it. So whatever industry you're in, it's okay, man, to start small on purpose. Even if you have 10,000 to blow on this, just start small on purpose. Take that $100, take that, if you can do 1,000, take 1,000. Just dip your toe in and just see, all right, how can I add value? How can I deliver this service and add value to this group of people using this amount of money? And just see what type of return you get. Do an assessment, see where you can add value. Again, get the low startup kit, go to the site, download that, fill out the business model canvas, set some SMART goals. You know what I mean? Run through that stuff. So definitely, big
Yeah,
things
man.
have small beginnings. So
Yeah, and that's I like that, right? I like that because I think what I found is that the more money, right, and speaking personally, the more money I make when I'm trying out new streams, I tend to overspend. You know what I mean? Like be
it's
like,
tough.
oh well, yeah,
It's
it's
tough.
cool. I go ahead and drop whatever on it. You know what I mean? But you can't do that, right? Don't fall into that trap, right?
Right.
Still bootstrap it, right? In
Right.
startup culture or whatever, it's called bootstrapping, which basically means do as much as you can with as little as possible, right? Don't feel like just because you're making more money, don't feel like that, it's okay to lose, or drop
Right.
an exorbitant amount of money on something just because you're making more. No, still keep that small, organic growth, right? And reinvest, right? Make sure that the business can make money and
Mhm.
feed itself. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's the key.
Yeah,
That's the key. That's the
yeah.
key, man.
That is
If you can prove that, then you
right,
know that this thing can survive on its own
right.
without you having to dump buckets of cash into it over and over. Like That's proof of life right there.
Yep. And not to say like some stuff will require larger upfront investments, right? But
Yep.
just don't go overboard, right? If you're opening a store, some type of store, don't go overboard and try to put in marble floors or something like that, right? Still keep it in reason, right? You don't need the fanciest business cards. You don't need the the elaborate office desk, the cherry oak,
I did this, man. I did that, man.
Oh, me too, bro. That's what I'm speaking from experience right now.
I mean, like,
right now,
just getting the unnecessary stuff that you feel like I need a, you know what I mean?
Right.
I gotta
I'm a boss, so
yeah.
Let me boss.
It's a business. I gotta have this and that and this and that. And next thing you know, you just have all of these bills. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Essentially, that you're not even really having the revenue coming in to cover.
Well, I can't sign checks on a plastic desk, man. You know what I'm saying? I need that cherry oak.
You gotta get the pen. You gotta get the right ink pen,
the fountain pen. You know what I'm saying? $100 pen. Can't sign checks with a big ballpoint.
Right.
Yes, you can. Like, stop it. Yes, you can.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right. So yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you get on the email list. Right. Get on the low list. All right. Why? Because the Dream Stream strategy, I'm telling you guys, it is one of the best things. This is our contribution to the world.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I promise you, this right here will stand the test of time, right? It will stand the test of time. Okay, that's how it's designed. Anywhere, put this up against any time frame, and it will hold true. And we have some really exciting stuff coming down the pipeline, and really exciting ways that we're going to be presenting this. So we wanted to make sure we get it right. So make sure you get on the email list. All right. Lock in with us, leagueofhustlers.com. Have any questions, hit us up at questions@leagueofhustlers.com. All right. Follow us on social. We're everywhere. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. Okay. Anything else, bro?
That's it, man.
All right. We'll check in with y'all later, man. League of Hustlers. We out.